Hello, teachers from Calgary Public and Calgary Separate School Division. My name is Ken Kinsman, and I am once again seeking your support for election to Provincial Executive Council as one of your district representatives for Calgary City. Born and raised in Calgary, I was educated in the public school system. My mother worked with the CBE for over 30 years, and my three children have all attended or are attending public schools. I started working with the CBE over 14 years ago, and I've dedicated my career to working with teachers from both CBE and Calgary Separate. In short, public education in Alberta is extremely important to me, not just as a vital part of our society and its future, but as a keystone in the lives of virtually every person in this world that is important to me. Practically since the beginning of my career in education, I began volunteering with the ATA. As a result, my experience with them is too long to adequately address here, but I spent years serving on the Local 38 executive, countless local committees, training sessions, etc. I also previously served as a district representative for Calgary City and had the honor to be elected back in 2017. Serving on council, I participated in council meetings, executives, and local committee meetings with both 38 and 55, as well as numerous provincial committees, summer and area conferences, the Canadian Teachers Federation, and specialist councils. In short, I've been around the ATA a long time. Over the years, I found myself pulled towards the teacher welfare field. I served on that committee for many years for Local 38, including as the chair, and was on several negotiating committees. When I served on provincial council, I was selected to negotiate the contract with provincial staff members. And as a district rep, I was always assigned work in the teacher welfare program area. My passion had become representing teachers and advocating for their needs. That led me to taking a position as an executive staff officer with Local 38. In that capacity, I worked with teachers every day, helping them navigate their collective agreement, their work assignments, working relationships, their health, leaves, accommodations, etc. And in that role, I gave everything I had, advocating for teachers' rights and needs, trying to push back against the constant challenges of more expectations, more students, fewer resources, fewer supports, more scrutiny and top-down directives, less autonomy. The list goes on. In short, I spent the better part of 6 years dealing every day with teachers that were crumbling under the crushing weight of a floundering public education system. I worked with teachers in every age group, every part of the city, every subject and specialty, teachers and leaders from across the system. I know too well the pain of teachers that want nothing more than to teach, to build and foster relationships and engage learners, but are forced to spend their hours managing the chaos of unrealistic expectations and classes with complex needs and no support, and an ever-growing list of district and Alberta Ed requirements. It's beyond unsustainable, and spending years of working with teachers that were taking leaves and facing crippling mental health issues, retiring early or outright resigning, has demonstrated too clearly that we are headed in the wrong direction. The work of an ESO was challenging and rewarding, but predominantly I was advocating for teachers individually. What we need is systemic change, and I believe that we have an opportunity to pursue that now. Calgary teachers, your voices are not being heard. We have seen failures in the bargaining process. Our needs sacrificed as a bargaining chip in a system stacked against us. The entire process has been far too shrouded. The communication with our members and with the public is not sufficient. I have extensive bargaining experience, and I will push to be your voice on the Central Table Bargaining Committee. Our pension has been and continues to be attacked. Our responsibility governing the profession has been gutted and handed over to a dysfunctional oversight board. We knew that this government would be challenging to deal with, but our current leadership has not been able to resist this onslaught. We know these attacks will keep coming. We know what they will be. We cannot leave our current leadership in place given this track record. A new president, new voices on council, a new attitude and approach to handling this government is required. Organizationally, there are some easy changes we need to make. Local presidents need to be empowered and heard by PAC. Our fee structure needs to change. We should not be paying more in years where we are not earning more. Our communication strategies and member engagement are woefully inadequate. Those need to improve, and we need every citizen of this province to not just know, but understand the costs of attacking and underfunding public education. We are bearing the weight of that every day in the classroom. The inclusive model they refuse to support or fund properly. Substitute teacher shortages, which are teacher shortages, that's already here. Increasing funding to private and charter schools, now even publicly funding the building of private schools, as the school choice rhetoric continues to be peddled in this province. They will continue to make decisions that support that model. They will continue to attack our association and divide our membership. We need to change our response, our messaging, our actions, and that starts with changing our leadership. Teachers are incredibly resilient, but what they've told me is what they want is an association that will take this fight to them. As your district representative, I will ensure that what you need will be my only priority. I will take the needs of Calgary teachers to the bargaining table. I will take the message of what our teachers require to counsel every day, and I will advocate for change in our association's organization, communication strategies, and how we engage our members. I believe strongly in our teachers, our association, and most of all, our need to win the fight for public education. I ask for your support in sending me to Provincial Council once again to be your voice as a Calgary City District Rep. Thank you.